Hi, my name is Judy Litt. I'm the creator of Go With Yin Yoga. Today I have a Hatha Yoga practice for you that is aimed at weight loss. And I had a short talk that I recorded that will be linked up with this practice. And I talk about whether or not yoga can help you with weight loss. For today's practice, you don't need any props. You might like to have a couple of blocks close by, and you might like to have a blanket or a towel to pad your knees, because we will do some kneeling throughout this practice. Other than that, grab your props and join me on the mat. Come to a standing position, the top of your mat. Inhale, bring your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, palms come to meet. Palms come through the midline of your body as you bend forward over your feet. Inhale, half back position. Exhale, bring your palms to your mat. Step your right foot back. Exhale, bring the right knee to the mat, and the top of that foot to the mat. Inhale, hook your arms and bring your arms up over your head and little baby back bend. Moving cautiously with these first moves. Plant your hands framing your front foot. Tuck the toes in your back foot. Inhale. Step the back foot, your front foot to meet the back. Bringing your glutes up towards the sky. Really pressing into your hands and your feet. Small bend is encouraged in your first down dog. Couple breaths here. We are going to flow through a vinyasa. If you don't know what that is, follow me. If you do know what that is, feel free to take the option to come into plank. I'm going to be demoing coming down onto your knees. Come down onto your knees, bring your feet together, bring your feet towards your glutes, press your mat away, and bring your shoulder blades towards each other, and begin to bend your elbows. Bringing your heart down towards the mat, and taking your legs straight out behind you. Inhale. Really bring your elbows into your body, coming forward, feeling this more in your low back. Exhale down. Tuck your toes under. Inhale. Back into down dog. You may need to adjust the width of your hands and your feet. It's always okay to have your legs bent. Always okay to come down into child pose if this is getting too much for you. And on your next inhale, step your right foot forward. Left knee comes down to the mat. Top of the foot to the mat. Hook your hands together. Inhale up. Exhale, hands come to frame the top foot. Tuck the toes of the back foot. Inhale, step forward and bend forward. Head points down towards your mat. Inhale. Halfway lift. Exhale. Hook your thumbs. Really root into your feet. Rising up. Slight little back bend. Palms come to meet above your head. Exhale your hands down to your heart center. Inhale. Hook the palms together. Reach up. Exhale. Fold forward. Notice where your toes are pointing. You want them pointing towards the short end of your mat. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, take the palms to the mat. Step your right foot back. Right knee comes to the mat. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, hands come to frame the front foot. Tuck the toes of the back foot. On your next inhale, come back into down dog. Really stretching, really pushing the mat away in your hands and your feet. Exhale, drop your knees to the mat. Feet come towards your glutes. Push the mat away. Shoulder blades come towards each other and begin to lower down your heart towards the mat. Elbows bend into your body. Inhale. Maybe you come up a little bit further this time. Exhale, tuck your toes. Really firm your abs up, moving from the power of your core. And down dog. Inhale, look forward. Step your right foot forward. Left knee comes to the mat. Inhale, little baby back bend. Exhale, down. Tuck the toes of the back foot. Walk, step, or hop to the front of your mat. Fold forward. Inhale. Really think about your spine coming straight out of your pelvis. Exhale, forward fold. Maybe grab behind your calves, bringing yourself a little closer. Next, inhale, hook the thumbs together, rising up. Little back bend. Hands come to meet in front of your heart. And last time. Inhale, hook your thumbs together. Rise up towards the sky. Exhale. Fold forward over your feet. Really letting your head point down towards the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Pushing into those feet. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step your left leg back and drop that left knee. Option to keep the knee up, coming into a runner's lunge. And really press into the front heel to bring yourself up. And staying down in low lunge is a perfectly good option. And either one, go ahead and twist over your bent leg. So your left arm goes forward and your right arm reaches back. Feel as if they're being pulled apart. And exhale, hands come to frame that front foot. Really bring your core in as you step back into down dog. Notice here if perhaps you don't need to bend your legs as much anymore. Notice if your heels are coming closer to the mat. And it is okay if they do not. Inhale, come forward. Dropping to your knees. Exhale, lower down. With control, nice and slow. Inhale, maybe you come up into up dog. Coming up onto the front of your feet. Arms are slightly bent and by your side. And then exhale. Come into down dog. Take a couple breaths here. Really looking back at your legs, thinking about making the shape of a triangle on your mat. Look forward, inhale the left foot forward. Coming into runner's lunge if you did on the first side, on your second side. Hook your thumbs, press on up. If you wobble, it's okay. I do it all the time. And then opening up. See? Opening up. Right arm goes forward, left arm goes back. Exhale, frame that front foot. Walk, step, or hop the back foot to meet the front foot. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale. Fold forward. Inhale. Arms come down, around, and up. Palms come to meet. Arms come down to heart center. And then down by your side, Tadasana. Let's take a couple breaths here. See how you feel from when you started till now. Maybe you've shifted some energy. Maybe you feel a little looser, a little lighter. I certainly hope that you feel a little warmer. Inhale, your arms come down, around, and up. Exhale, push them away. Hold forward over your legs. Bend your knees to the mat. Come into a tabletop position briefly. Take your legs out to the side. Bring your legs in front of you. Stretch them out towards the short end of your mat and slowly come down onto your mat. Our next pose is leg lifts, and there are several variations, and I will run through those quickly. I'm going to cue you for one where you stop halfway, and then about 2/3 of the way, and then you bring your legs up. Now, you are also free to do this move, just one leg at a time. You can have your legs bent like this, and you can even have one leg where the foot is on the mat and the other leg is bent. You can also do this with the one leg bent and the other leg straight. So whichever seems right in your body, and you can always change. If it starts to feel hard, you can go into a different variation. So laying down on your mat, we're going to do 7 leg lifts. I'm going to do the version where I come up about 1/3 of the way, pause, 2/3 of the way, pause, and then all the way up. So inhale, lift about 1/3 and pause. Exhale, lift about 2/3, whoops, pause. And then come all the way up so that your feet are pointing towards the sky. Head comes up. And begin to exhale, moving your feet away from your head until you're laying back on your mat. There's one. Inhale, 1/3. Exhale, 2/3. Inhale. Begin to bring your head up onto your chest. Please come all the way up. And then begin to move your head and your feet back down towards the mat. That's 2. Now you can be moving much faster than me. You can be moving slower than me. I will say the slower you go, the deeper you go. Inhale, 1/3. Inhale, 2/3. All the way up. Exhale. Three. Inhale, 1/3, pause. Inhale, 2/3, pause. Inhale, all the way up. And then slowly lower. 4. Whew. Inhale, 1/3, pause. Really pulling those abs in. Inhale, 2/3, pause. Inhale, head and legs come up. Exhale. Slowly come down. 5, I think. If your neck is bothering you, you can take one hand behind your neck. Inhale, 1/3 up. Inhale, 2/3 up. Hold. Inhale, all the way up. Really focusing on your solar plexus here. This area right around here. And last one, at least the last one we're going to do today. Inhale, 1/3 up. Inhale, 2/3 up. Inhale, all the way. And exhale, slowly lower your head and your legs. And then just let that go. And take a few breaths in Shavasana. And no, we are not done. And just notice how you feel. Notice if you feel some tingling, some pulsing. And if you do, where that might be. And then roll onto one side. And take the palms of your hands to your mat and slowly prop yourself up. And we are coming into Camel Prep. So you are free to have your toes tucked under like this. We're going to take our hands to the backs of our hips, basically where our adrenals are. And that is what I'd like you to think about focusing on during this move, your adrenals. You can also have your feet flat on the floor. We're going to inhale and push up, push your hips forward, really trying to let your neck fall back if that feels good for you, and shrugging your shoulders together, and then sit back down. And that is one. Thinking about your adrenals back here. Inhale, two. Really think about bringing those shoulder blades towards each other. And then your chin onto your chest as you come back down. Two. Inhale up. Think about lengthening your back out of those hips, not just bending through your low back. Three. Inhale. Push, push, push with those hips. Exhale, chin onto chest. Four. Inhale, really push the hips forward. Think about those adrenals. Let that throat open if it's comfortable for your neck. Exhale. Five. Inhale. Exhale. Chin comes to chest. Six. Last one. Inhale. Really push down on that low back. Thinking about lengthening, opening. And exhale, seven. Go ahead and sit back on your feet, on your heels. Bring your head down towards the mat and take a few breaths in child's pose. You can also bring your hands back towards your legs, towards your feet. Bring your hands back to your mat near your knees and slowly push yourself upright. Bring your feet out towards the side. Stretch them in front of you so your feet are facing the short end of the mat. That pose. Take your hands out by your hips. The hands face out to either side. Bring your feet, soles of your feet to the mat. On an inhale, push through. Maybe you need to adjust your feet. Coming into reverse tabletop, really pulling those shoulder blades towards each other, pushing through the hips, and then exhale back. And our focus for this move is on releasing weight. Bring your feet towards the mat, a little bit in front, and inhale, tighten the abs, push the hips up, bring the shoulder blades towards each other, let the head fall back if that's comfortable for your neck, and exhale, back into staff pose. Pause, two, inhale, pushing through the feet and through the hands. Exhale, down. Also has the benefit of putting weight on your hands and your feet, which may help to strengthen bones in your wrists and your ankles. Inhale up. Can you get a little higher here? Exhale down. 4. Inhale up. push, push, push. Exhale down. 5. Where is your attention? Inhale up. Shoulder blades come towards each other. Exhale down. 6. Last one. See if you can come a little bit higher. Inhale, push those hips up. Push into your feet. Push into your hands. Take your shoulders towards each other. Maybe let that neck go back. And then exhale down. And slowly come down briefly into corpse pose again. Let all the effort go. Notice what you feel. Has anything shifted for you? Have you created more space in your body? And then once again, roll on over towards the side and begin to prop yourself up towards sitting. And this time we're going to come chest down on our mat. Take the legs out wide. Tuck the toes under. Go ahead and come down towards your mat. Hands come to back your shoulders. And inhale up. And then pull that core in. Push back into a wide leg down dog. Inhale forward. Let your pelvis come down to the mat. And exhale, bend your elbows. Come back down totally. 1. Inhale. Bring those shoulders together. Push the mat away. Wide-legged cobra. Exhale, pull your core in to lift yourself into a wide-legged down dog and challenge yourself to see if you can keep your hands and your legs in the same position. Go ahead and exhale and drop your pelvis to the floor. And then bend your elbows, come all the way down too. As long as your hands and your feet are in the right position, see if you can keep them in the same position. Inhale, come forward and then up. Exhale, push back into that wide leg down dog. Focus on that solar plexus, maybe look back at it. Inhale, pelvis comes back towards the mat. And exhale, bend the elbows, come on down 3. Inhale, sink out, up, exhale, pull yourself up, hips go up towards the sky, looking back at your solar plexus. Inhale, pelvis comes back to the mat. Exhale, elbows bend, chest comes to the mat. 4. Inhale, push away. Exhale, back into down dog. Inhale, pelvis comes back towards the mat. Shoulders get away from the ears. Exhale, bend your elbows, come down towards the mat. 5. Inhale, think opening through your heart. Exhale, pushing back, powerful. Inhale, pelvis comes back to the mat. And bend the elbows on the exhale, coming all the way down. 6. Last one. Inhale, really push out and then up, open through your heart, letting your shoulders come down from around your ears. The next inhale, push back. Inhale forward, pelvis and legs come down, and exhale. Go ahead and take your arms out to either side. And And let your head come down on your crossed hands. And maybe you need to wiggle a little bit back and forth through the low back. Perhaps you need to bend the knees and let the legs fall from side to side, just releasing any tension you might be feeling in the low back after that posture. And go ahead, flip on over, coming down onto your mat. I'm going to offer two poses here. Now the first one is just, something just tripped on me. The first one is bringing your legs straight up towards the sky. If you have a block, you can always put them underneath your hips and just flexing the feet and just hanging out here. Now, if you already have shoulder stand in your practice, I'm going to offer that right now. So take the soles of your feet to the mat, knees bend, point towards the sky, arms are long down by your sides. Inhale, push into those hands to bring your legs up and over. Walk those elbows in. Hands come towards the back. Legs go up towards the sky. Bring the legs together to touch. You shouldn't feel anything on your neck here. You should be bearing most of your weight on your upper arms. And then take the soles of your feet together. Let the knees fall out to either side. And just stay in your shoulder stand with your legs in butterfly. Take a few deep breaths here. And think about releasing the weight. Think about it melting from you into the earth. Think about feeling lighter. And now visualize that. And if you're in shoulder stand, briefly take your legs over into plow. Straighten your arms straight down to the short end of your mat. And then really slowly begin to let your hips come down towards the mat with control. Trying not to let your neck come off the mat. And whichever pose you've chosen, we will end in Shavasana, in corpse pose. So take your feet as wide as the mat or wider if that feels comfortable for you. Arms can be down by your sides. They can be palms up, palms down, what feels right for your body. And maybe just walk your shoulder blades in towards each other so that you can completely relax here for a few moments. And go ahead and let your breathing deepen. Start to bring awareness back into your body by slowly wiggling your toes and your fingers. And maybe circling your wrists and ankles in one direction. Eyes are closed if that's comfortable for you. And then circling them in the other direction. Take your head to one side and the other. Then again. And maybe nod it down and up. Release any tension you're feeling in that neck. On your next inhale, nice big full body stretch. Take any movements you need in your body. Then bring one knee into your chest and the other. Let your legs fall to whichever side feels comfortable to you, keeping them bent into a fetal position. Bottom arm cradles your head, and take a few breaths here and pause. And keeping your eyes closed, begin to push into your hands, slowly beginning to raise up into a seated position. Take the palms of your hands together at heart center. Begin to rub your hands back and forth, grounding yourself into this day, this moment right here and now. And then bringing your hands to stillness in front of your heart. And bow your head over your hands and slowly begin to blink your eyes open. Thank you so much for joining me today. Thank yourself for joining me, for giving yourself the time, for working your body, for giving your body the movement it really craves every day. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button. And if you'd like to keep practicing with me, go ahead and click the subscribe button. Have a wonderful day, and thank you for joining me.